I have had one of my subscribers ask to do a review on a acrylic nail kit. So she's only beginning her acrylic journey, so she has nothing, but she's hoping if she buys this kit that everything is included that she might need, and she was wondering if it's worth her money or not. So let's check it out. Hi everyone, welcome back. So one of my subscribers asked me to review a acrylic kit for her. I did buy this myself, but she was wondering if she's only starting out with acrylic, if this is the kit for her. Does it include everything she's going to be needing, and what's my thoughts on it? So let's get started. So let me just zoom out a little bit for you. Okay, so the box is feeling lightweight. Hold on. So this is what the box look like. It's very lightweight, but when you turn it around, it says everything you need is here. Professional nail kit, and then everything that's included. Hoping there's more, but okay, let's check it out. Now the listing says it's a nail kit set, professional acrylic with everything, and then it says DIY nail art tool and supplies for beginners. So this is both for beginners and professional then. So let's check it out. So this is what the top is looking like. So I'm going to put this to the side and just pull stuff out, I think. Alright, so first we have a tampered dish. I have quite a few of these. I don't know. But if you're only starting out, I guess this will do. Practice finger. And then it has this little sticky tab, so you can place it and it won't move. So this is for your, I'm assuming, acetone maybe. But let me show you something. Let me zoom back out real quick. You see this size? Okay, good. Now this is a standard size, and this is the size that was included. Do you see the difference? And then next we have nail tips. Okay, let me just so when using, you will tear here to open it up. Take this bit. Now you won't be touching it as much as I am now, but putting this right here, roll it, get like, and then attach to the finger and pinch underneath. Now your nail will be there. This is really flimsy. I don't know. If you're only starting out and you've never done acrylic, then I don't suggest that you start with a tip or with a foam. Tip is fine, but foam takes some practice. Okay, so next there's some glitter. I do like that color. And this one. Green is beautiful as well, and I like the dark blue. So, and then we have some wooden cuticle sticks. A buffer. I do like the buffer. It's not too thin. Tip cutter. A tweezer. Let me see. This is very lightweight, by the way. A brush. This is also very lightweight. So this is a gel art brush. And then white acrylic. It doesn't say how many milliliters or grams or anything. And it's sealed. So this is the white, the clear, sealed. The pink, sealed. A file. You see now, this is the first problem I have. It's not saying the grit. So let me see the other file, because there's another one in here. I'm sorry, it's not saying the grit at all. This is what I mean. Now I'm going to be showing you my practice files. So I don't use these on clients, I use new ones. But if you look at the file, it says 180 over 240. There's the grit. So you know this is safe for your natural nail. And then the buffer, 100 over 180. Now again, these are just for my practice hand, but it does say the grit. The problem I have with this, there's no grit on it, no, like whatsoever, not even faint. So you have no idea the grit of this. So if you use a coarse grit on your natural nail, you will damage your natural nail. So it is important for the grit to be on there, and it's not. So I wouldn't feel safe using this on my natural nail at all. Toe separators, but they are thin and flimsy. Look at it. I mean, why even include this? Okay. And then the world's smallest dust brush. This is tiny. Look at this. Okay, and then nail tips. So these are just the clear ones. I'm not looking forward to opening them because I'm pretty sure, yeah, like I said. So let's just take a look. What size is this? 6. So and then a cuticle remover, like a cuticle fork. And then some more tips. And that's it. Okay, but let's just look at the box again. Hold on, let me zoom you out. Okay, now it clearly says acrylic brush. This is everything that's in the box. There's no acrylic brush included, and by the looks of that brush, I may be wrong, but it looks like something like this. And if this is the case, you will not be able to pick up a decent sized bead with this. You can use these for maybe acrylic flowers, but not for building a nail. There's no way. The bead will be way too small. But anyway, it's not included. And then it says rhinestones. That's not in here even as well. Finger dividers. Okay, that's those little flimsy thingies. Okay. Now let's take a look at all of this. So you have the tips, you have the forms. Again, the forms, I would not, if you're only just starting out and you've never done acrylic a day in your life, I would not start with this. This is tricky to use. I would rather start with a tip or a full cover, but I will not start with this until you're ready and more comfortable with the bead, with you picking up your beads and stuff like that and placing your beads before using this. But again, the box says everything you need. Okay. There's no acrylic brush. You can't use any of this as it is. There's no way. Because you see, yes, there's acrylic powder, great. Not only, how are you going to attach the tips to your nails? With what? There's no glue included. So you will have to go and buy some air dry glue. It's not included in the set. You don't have an acrylic brush, or I don't. The biggest problem is no monomer. So even if you get all of this, you can't use it without monomer. which is not obviously not included. So everything you need is not included in the set. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. There's no prep included whatsoever, like a ultra bond or a protein bond or anything to adhere this to your natural nail. Nothing. Now without that, there will be lifting. So do I think this is worth your money? No. But I will swatch the acrylic because, like I said, I have acrylic products with me. I'm not a beginner at this, but if you're only starting out, there's way better kits than this. In my honest opinion, I don't think this is worth your money. There are way better kits out there than this one. Like I said, now you're very excited to be starting your journey. You order the kit, it says everything is here, and then you open it, no nail glue, no way to attach those steps, there's no monomer or even a proper brush. So no. But I will swatch and then try to do a design with it so we can test the acrylic at least. But so far I'm really not happy or impressed. So let's swatch these and see what they are like. So the brush I'm using was not included in the set and the monomer neither. Okay, so this is the white. So let me open the pink. So very, very soft pink. And then the clear. And there's the clear. So the product's white, pink, and then your clear one. So let's do a nail with those. See if we can do some sort of a design and just see how the application is and things like that. So I am going to, now normally you will have to prep, but it's practice and so I'm not going to. But I am, however, going to be using an ultra bond. So this is air dry and it is for acrylic. This is to adhere the product to a nail. And this is the clear one, right? Yes, okay. So I'm hoping I'm in shot. I'm going to try and stay in shot, but let's try this real quick. So I'm just picking up clear bead, and I'm pushing it towards the cuticle. Let gravity do the work for me and just swipe down. Now, this is a personal preference. I always start with a clear, like a base. If there is any unevenness on your nail or anything like that, this will just smooth it out. It's not for structures, not for strength. It's honestly just to have a smooth surface to work on, or an even surface to work on. So I'm just going to give that a second to set and we can move on. Okay, so let's pick up some pink. Can place into the cuticle area. Let gravity do the work for me. Now I'm not building structure with this just yet. This is just for a wash of color. So it's very, very, very see-through. It's very soft, very soft pink. You can probably build up the color if you use like very thin coats. Let's see if I can build it up just a little bit more. Because this is such a soft pink, you can't even see. So I'm just swiping. Okay, so there's the hint of a pink. It's very, very soft, like I said. Very natural. So now I'm going to take some of the clear and then some of the pink glitter. Please do not go everywhere. I'm just going to mix, mix, mix. Perfect. So I'm just going to be taking my art brush, dipping this into the monomer. I want a very runny type of bead. So I'm just going to place. And then I'm just going to drag this down a little bit. To look like the glitter is coming down the nail, if that makes sense. I need a little bit more on this side. I feel like there should be more on the top and then we can fade it out as we go along. And I'm just going to let that air dry for a few minutes and we can encapsulate. So now I'm just going to be encapsulating and building structure. So I'm placing this, pushing it to the cuticle. Let gravity do the job for, or the most of the work for me, and I'm just going to gently pull to cover the nail. And then we did work with glitter, so I want to make sure that it is encapsulated, so I'm just putting this to the top. Picking up another bead, going to the cuticle area. Gravity is doing the job for me, and I just pull down. And there we go. So I'm just going to wait for this to dry, and then I'm going to file and add a top coat, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there's the nail all buffed and filed and top coat applied. And these are the swatches. So I did apply a top coat and then I cured. Now the white, let me just find it real quick. It says non-yellowing formula, but that's not white. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. It looks yellow. That's not crystal clear either. It has like a milky look to it, and the pink is very, very see-through. So I do like the glitter though. I really do like that. And even though the dust brush is very small, I do like it. But if you're going to say on the box, on the packaging, everything is here, everything you need is here, everything you need is here, yes, then the customer or the client will actually expect that everything you need to use this immediately is going to be there. This is not the case. So please include monomer, even if it's just a 30 milliliter bottle, small monomer, and then a proper acrylic brush and nail glue to actually attach the tips to your natural nail. And make sure your files has the correct grit on them, so you know which one to use where. So okay, so to my subscriber who asked, I hope this answers your question, and to the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.